Alright guys, wow, Tottenham Hotspur have officially sacked Thomas Frank. The news has just broken this morning, and honestly as a Spurs fan I cannot say I'm surprised. But I am stunned it finally happened today. According to multiple reports, Spurs terminated Frank's contract after that brutal 2-1 home defeat to Newcastle last night, a loss that left us sitting 16th in the Premier League, just 5 points above the relegation zone. We all felt it coming, but hearing the club confirm it hits differently. Tottenham released an official statement saying the club has taken the decision to make a change in the men's head coach position and Thomas Frank will leave today. The statement also thanks him for his commitment and effort since taking over in June 2025. This wasn't a snap decision either. Reports say the board had emergency talks right after that Newcastle match. Fans were booing, chanting, "You're getting sacked in the morning," and even singing Mauricio Pochettino's name. That atmosphere was toxic and the board clearly felt they couldn't continue this way. And honestly, I get it. As Spurs fans, we've been trying to stay patient, but the numbers tell the story. Under Frank, Spurs recorded 0 Premier League wins in 2026 so far, an 8-game winless run which hasn't happened since 2008. 11 Premier League defeats already this season, and Frank averaged just 1.12 points per game, the lowest of any Spurs manager with at least 5 league matches. Those are relegation form numbers, not Europa League winners from last season, relegation candidates. And yes, we've had injuries, up to 10 key players out at one point. Frank insisted the week he was 1000% convinced he was still the right man for the job. But football doesn't give you that kind of time. You guys know me, I always try to be fair. When Frank came from Brentford, I genuinely thought he could build something long term. I actually liked the appointment at the time. But the reality is, the football has been flat, the players look disconnected, there's no identity. The mood around the stadium, even worse. The Newcastle match felt like rock bottom. The groans, the boos, the empty seats. That's when I personally felt, yeah, he's done. But the weirdest part is the timing. We're heading straight into a North London derby versus Arsenal on February the 22nd, and now we're doing that with no permanent manager in place. Chaos FC continues. So where do Spurs go from here? Interim manager right now, reports say Spurs haven't confirmed an interim coach yet. The club's looking at options, but nothing is locked in. Players have even been given 5 days off, which means some of them probably found out the same way we did through the news. Long-term replacement candidates. Here are the names being linked. Mauricio Pochettino, the fans want him back. He's open to returning, but he's with the USA national team until after the World Cup 2026. Roberto De Zerbi recently left Marseille. Spurs are reportedly interested, but United are also sniffing around. Xabi Alonso, Enzo Maresca, Oliver Glasner, all mentioned as potential candidates in recent rundowns of possible replacements. This could go in so many directions. One interesting angle is summer signing Mohamed Kudus. Under Frank, he had 3 goals, 6 assists in 26 appearances before getting injured in early January. He was supposed to be one of Frank's big project players, and now his development is basically in limbo, just as he was starting to show flashes of real quality. Just one more sign of how messy this season became. So here's where I stand. Thomas Frank seems like a good man. He worked hard, he stayed respectful, and he tried to build something. But this club, our club, is not in a position to gamble with Premier League survival. We finished 17th last season and now we're 16th again. We're in a relegation battle. That's the truth. The sacking had to happen. Now the board absolutely must get the next appointment right. We cannot keep cycling through managers every year and expect instability. Let me know in the comments, who do you want as the next Spurs manager, and who do you think, do you think sacking Frank was the right call? See you later.